like perfectly. But let's talk about this game
Let's
first.
start with this game. Meaning Aztecs War, no huge surprise right here. Once more on the point of view of
And it's a
the
pause.
Viper. They started with a pause straight away. We can see that on the main stage, just continuing right now. So everything is going,
Yeah,
I
just
guess
a normal
Viper
pause.
was just making sure that the keyboard was working properly. The game will continue to run. And once more, like always, we will start by making a fast analysis of the maps. Let's start with the Viper, Nili.
Well, obviously his gold spot is pretty close and pretty nice, and since it's Green Arabia, most of the times you can walk quite easily. And so we will most likely see that again here. And yeah, I don't like those hills, obviously.
Quite a
And
whole lot of hills, and the
yeah,
distance between here and the next cliff is actually quite big. Taking a look down here, it doesn't get any better on this left side. I guess you can just try to make a couple of buildings right here and close it from this way. The right side of the map, on the other hand, does seem to be very closable indeed. And even if he goes for a couple of walls here and here, the gold would be quite safe. So the map is not too bad, I think so. Wood and a very nice spot as well. Gold quite close. All in all, not too bad for the Viper. Let's take a look at BacT. What about his map, Milford?
yeah, his map is way better. He can walk quite easily. If you scroll to the right hand side, there's a big forest a bit down. This one is like a huge connected forest, and so he can easily walk here. Exactly. The left hand side, there's a gold block. Oh,
Ooh, something we're missing. Viper once more going for the bull seal. He could even try to do a double. Will he try to do the double boar
no.
seal on an official tournament? Looks like he will try to go for the double seal. Let's see if this is going to work. That would be the most epic thing I would ever have seen. He needs to pay attention to this so hard. If he actually gets this done, it would be unbelievable. Going for the hard way, though. He's holding for the log forest. BacT has now realized what is about to happen. This is so hard to pull off.
Look at the time.
But
if we reached 4 minutes, it has to be restarted by
yeah,
BacT.
I guess BacT will try to restart this. Is something like this is about to happen. Not so far. Not so far.
What? He's playing
4
this?
minutes are gone. Viper is still trying to steal. BacT's quite on the dark on what could be happening. He can still try to search for that scout from the Viper. He's on the right track, but I would assume he cannot see where the Viper is. He does know where his TC is, does not know where the Eagle Warrior is. He just missed it. Maybe now he'll be able to see it. That could be so much harder for the Viper. No, apparently he already missed it once more. Now he can see it. Try to go back. Viper getting so close to his TC. Oh, this turned a bit unlucky for him, and the Eagle Warrior is such on low HP. Will he actually manage to get this done? Oh my god, and at the
I think he
same
needs
time,
to send villagers now.
maybe
Send
he
to
could try to
villagers.
send 2 villagers. That's indeed what he's going to try to do. BacT going to take the hill, try to get a hit on the Eagle Warrior. He's chasing the Eagle Warrior. The villagers are there. Only one more, and maybe those boars will end under Viper CC. This will be the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. Both wars stopped, but he got both boars running and chasing as villagers. It will be really hard for BacT to actually stop this. I guess he could try to take one of the villagers. No, it's not going to happen. One of the villagers needs to go back to actually get the second board, and it's going to happen. Milford, it has happened. It has happened. The double board steal live in the Maldives, pulled off here by the Viper. I can't believe my eyes.
Incredible. Everyone was talking like, okay, this player is the best in the world and he's number 1.
Do you need another proof, man? Do you need another proof? Look at this.
No, I don't.
Look at this. Let's see about would be quite unlucky to see him lose one boar in exchange. No, he still got one here. I guess BacT will be desperate to find it because he's got no boars left. He's on the right track. Needs to avoid one hit from the TC. Does that matter? He might actually be able to take the boar from the Viper. Let's see if that is indeed what he's going to try to do. He's going to miss it, I'm afraid.
He will never
One
scout
tile.
this.
No, he can see it. He can actually see it now. He can actually see it. Oh my god. No, not looking at it. Not looking at it is BacT. He's going to miss it. So unlucky for him. But what about this start?
Wow.
Viper will be taking another villager. 4 boars for the Viper. 0 boars for BacT.
Oh man. So BacT needs to farm heavily now. Or take like
Let's
8
put a little
deals
bit
or
of emphasis on that heavy. It's going to be
Heavy.
really, really heavy. And do keep in mind, because he was using his Eagle Warrior, he wasn't even able to lure any deer.
Yeah, so now he has to mill like twice or something. He was getting a fourth boar even.
Yep,
Oh, are you
4
kidding me?
boars for the Viper, and I'm actually scared to think how will that fast castle go for the Viper. Even taking a mill right here to make sure the deer are going to be very close. This might just be one of the most epic Drush FCs we will ever see here.
More like Drush Fast Imperial ones. Because he 4 boars, those deer, he had all sheep, getting berries.
I feel like he doesn't even need to be aggressive with this, right? Should he just play safe? BacT seems to be running here through the right side. I really hope for Viper that he will not lose 2 villagers again to a Drush. I hope he will learn his lesson this time, and if militia come up...
are pretty close.
Yeah, they are coming very close. I hope he'll learn this lesson, and if the militia come close to those villagers, he should just go back and make sure that he won't lose any unnecessary villagers. Let me go back a little bit, make sure everything is running. Yeah, looks like the OBS is running, no problem. And let's see, how will the reaction from the Viper be right here? Going straight away for the villagers, laming a couple of those deer, and this time Viper has learned his lesson, and he's going back with the villagers, not trying to
But still, he
fight.
needs to wall the wood.
Yeah, wood needs to be walled. Perfect. One more here. There we go. Easy game, sir. Now it's Viper trying to do a little bit of damage here. One villager is going to go down for BacT.
Although...
Now he's going to die. No chance. No chance. There it is. I guess he was too busy trying to micro the wood line. And still a couple more praise here for BacT. I'm not sure he's actually looking at this. I'm not sure he realizes he's going to be thrown off in this game. Look at that. He's just not concentrating anymore. How could you after losing 2 boards like that?
Yeah, think about Love Chang in this position. He just would have thrown his mouse over.
Yep, something like that. You would have to think. BacT still trying to do a little bit of damage right here. Was chasing the berry villagers. Quite a nice thing to do if he wants to avoid that Viper actually goes for fast castle, right? Avoiding that the player gets berries is always a good thing to do.
Yeah, and we see Viper again building his mill like away from the town center. I have to ask him about this.
Why
later.
is he doing that? I'm quite sure he will have the
Let's see,
opportunity.
street walls with
Yeah,
3
the
villagers.
walls looks like there will be enough.
No,
No,
no.
one of them was not completed. A little bit of a miss micro there by Viper. Viper just goes in with the militia, loses one of them. Gonna lose a second. The third one is on very low HP. Looks like this fight could be a little bit more interesting. The walls go up on time this time around. The gold is protected. Once more, he's gonna lead a couple of more walls right there. But look at that. Feudal age reached at the same time.
Yeah, and Viper doesn't have like 800 food now. Look at this, he has 540.
Let's take a look, and the difference is not that big in the resources. That's true. Let's see, Viper is going to make archery range right here. He's still waiting for the blacksmith to be completed, if I'm not mistaken. I can't see it at this point. Yeah,
Viper
BacT
even
seems
has one more farm than BacT.
Yeah, I guess
It's quite ridiculous.
that raid on the berry did do a lot of effect and
Yeah, but the
delayed him a
Viper
little bit.
did attack the deer of Barry as well.
But the deer and the berries, indeed, those all happened. Looks like he just lost his militia right there, just as we were predicting. I guess at this point, Viper won't be too troubled about 2 militia, and 1 eagle warrior is good as dead. So he won't even bothering throwing a couple of walls right there. He will just try to fight this off with a couple of archers.
Yeah, now Barry needs to attack, because if he attacks the archer, he will not get a single hit. So just right-click on a villager and just pray that he is getting stuck or something, and he might get another villager kill, because those militia won't do it.
Correct. So Viper manages to click to Castle Age, not as fast as I would have think. Still stands my point. That was one of the most epic things I've seen so far, especially considering this is a live tournament, a tournament with a lot of money involved. Quite an impressive feature here by the Viper. Amazing skills, amazing micro. BacT still searching for a couple of villagers. He will find one here, but probably not be going to get a kill right there.
No, absolutely not. And Barry is late, like 50 seconds behind. But that's still reasonable, I'd say.
Considering I had no boars, no deer.
Yeah,
Whew,
absolutely.
I'll take it, sir. Still trying to scout a little bit with that militia and that eagle warrior. Nothing is going to be found here. That forest goes straight into the edge of the map. I'm going to take a look at what is BacT doing. How is his economy looking like? Looks like he will have a little bit less archers when getting to Castle H, delaying his archery range. The second one a little bit too long, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's totally fine, and I feel like BacT is getting into a normal game from here.
Yeah,
He has
sort
walled
of.
quite a bit. He will have expos. I think he obviously has a deficit, but it's like in a manageable deficit.
Manageable deficit, I agree with you. We would have expected to see more of an advantage at this point. Viper is the first one to get the Castle H. He's got more units. He will have the tech advantage as well. Let's see if he will actually be able to do something meaningful with those archers. He will probably be sending them to the gold.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, and BacT is already walling there, so that's totally fine. I think he will do some pressure, but BacT will have 8 expos of his own. Obviously, BacT has to wait for super fledgling as well, but then he should be fine.
Going to attack the walls is Viper here. He doesn't realize that the whole left side of the map is actually still open. He'll lose a little bit of time right there. Time that BacT sees as very welcoming. He does need a little bit of time himself in order to get completed those crossbowman upgrade. +2 on the way for BacT. I'm sorry, I meant for Viper. +2 on the way for the Viper. No such thing for BacT at this point.
Oh, and I thought BacT would go attack, because that would be good. If BacT sneaks around and is just defending with the mangonel from the siege workshop he did build, I think he would be totally fine.
Yeah, looks like he won't be much disturbed by these archers from the Viper, and apparently Viper just sort of failed. He shouldn't be going. Yeah, he shouldn't be going forward. He's got the +2, going to try and fight here. BacT going to try and get the top of the hill. Indeed, he manages to find it, and BacT only on +1 needs to go back.
It always feels like the archers or expos of the Viper are getting the speed boost when it comes running to hills, because it's like they both started at the bottom of the hill and both shot, and suddenly the Viper was blinking on the top of the hill.
Somehow he managed to be up there first. The mangonel is on the way here for BacT. Viper needs to be on point here. 1-for-1 trade. BacT's got more units. Nice split. Nicely done. A Viper doing the dancing, one of the best things he can do. Impressive micro all the time. He won't be trying to micro this off, but then again, I think after that stunt with a double boar steal, he's gonna feel so confident at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first game, he didn't. Whoops!
Yep. Only one goes down. He needs to stop. Okay, he's gonna engage a mangonel with 4 crossbows, doing the job. Maybe he needs to focus on the crossbows of BacT first. No, he goes for the mangonel first. Only loses 1. No.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you see, okay, I'm fighting against the mangonel and 2 archers with 5 archers.
I'll just keep on going. I'll just keep on going. And you sort of get the feel that he gets a kick out of this. He's enjoying his capabilities. He's enjoying his talent.
He's
The
sniping the
mangonel
mangonel.
is gonna go down. Only using 6 crossbowmen. Nice job here by the Viper. The villager advantage seems to be on his side as well.
Yeah, but that's okay for now, because BacT has kind of the tech advantage, having mangonels. So I think BacT, he is behind in army count, but he has a stronger units for now. But as we saw, stronger units aren't too important if you out-micro them every single time.
Yep, I feel you there. I feel you there. Very true. Viper doing exactly what he told us should be done on this kind of game, splitting his army left and right, making sure he's attacking multiple spots, making sure he keeps the army of his opponent far away from his own base, and indeed going here left with a couple of archers, bringing a couple more through the back. Once they arrive, are those going to be enough to fight the army of BacT? Probably not.
Kind of feels like
quite
trap
enough.
and a retrap.
Yeah, he will now try to concentrate on the villagers. Let's take a look at the economies. For only 2 TCs for BacT, doing well better right now. What about the Viper? He's got 3 TCs.
Yeah,
So-
up and running all the time. He
Up
is
and
ahead
running.
by 10 digits already. Nice amount of farms. Gold upgrade. Having the wheelbarrow. I think it's looking good for the Viper.
Looking quite good for the Viper indeed. Seems like after all he was able to capitalize on that very nice advantage he had right there. That militia still scouting a little bit more. Nothing major right there. University on the way. I don't know. Is it worth it to actually get ballistic at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Especially
one shot. It gets through, and once more, Viper having fun, microing against everything possible. The mangonel is down. BacT trying to do the same. Nice job by BacT this time around. Manages to get the mangonel of the Viper as well.
I think the Viper should just push it. He is totally spot on with all his micro at the moment. He should just keep on ballistic, expos, mangonels, keep on trading. He's getting his ego up. He's getting better fights. He's putting the pressure on. I think the Viper needs to continue to play exactly like this.
And how good is this? Making sure BacT's army is somewhere completely different. Going in with a couple of crossbows. He will be able to kill so many villagers right here. A couple of villagers on the wood line, a couple on the farms.
Now he's sending his expos up.
Yeah,
and you
but
know
then,
what the Viper will do?
you got more, and you
Exactly.
need to go over to your left side. And this is the kind of thing that makes an opponent go crazy. I should feel like, what can BacT do against this? He's just being
it's
attacked
GG.
everywhere. Calls GG straight away, 28 minutes into the game. What an impressive performance by the Viper.
Wow, it feels like that was most one-sided game we have had this tournament, right?
Indeed, indeed. Let's look at the largest army. It's just a 28 for him. A lot more units killed, a lot less units lost, a lot better economy. I would call this a scaringly good performance from the Viper.
Absolutely. He really showed why he's considered to be #1 in the world and obviously in this tournament.
It looks like it was sort of giving a little bit of hope with BacT giving a game away right there on Love Chang, but I didn't see a bit of, I don't know, self-doubt or anything. This guy is as confident as it gets in his capabilities. He knows he's got the skill to take this tournament, and it looks like he's heading for it at full speed.
Yeah, at full speed, like 4 boar speed. if you
4
will.
boar speed, good one. I like that one, sir. Anyway, it's going out. Let's fix the score. It's going to be 1-0 favoring the Viper.
Oh man.
1-0 is